when you give away your knowledge and your expertise, you actually are not doing a disservice to your business if you're doing it the right way. A number of my mentoring clients have come to me recently with this question around giving away knowledge, ideas, expertise, advice via social media and other platforms like blogs and articles and public speaking and so on. Now, I know this runs right against, if you like, the idea that I've talked about recently about charging your worth, but they actually coexist really nicely together. If you are charging appropriately for your services, then you are doing a great service to your business and your community by sharing your knowledge and expertise publicly with a broader audience. Now, how does that work? Think about it this way. Let's backward engineer a little bit. How many clients or customers can your business physically service in a day? Now, as a psychologist, if I pushed myself, I would say maybe 8, and I know some will see 10 in a day. I'm lucky if I see 2 to 4 therapy clients in a day these days because I have so many other things that I juggle. So physically, as one individual, I don't see a huge number of therapy clients in a day. What about a retail store or a photography business? How many clients can you physically help in a single day? So imagine your books are full, your store is full, your business is full to the brim, to overflowing with customers, clients, whatever you call them. There's a limit, right? There's only so many people that you can help. Now, because of the physical limitations of you being one individual or the physical limitations of the size of your business or the size of your store or the physical limitations of no matter how big your business is, it's still made up of a number of individuals, right? What about social media? You have the potential to reach, now, theoretically, you have the potential to reach every single human being on the planet via social media. Now, that's not to say that you should be selling to every single human being on the planet. You have the opportunity to help every single person on the planet by, it can just be one single post on social media that could be a life changer or a game changer for one person in Nepal or Timbuktu or Wyoming or back and beyond. So the question, if you're giving your stuff away for free on social media, is that doing your business a disservice? And my absolute, honest, rock bottom answer is no. It's doing your business, yourself, your community, your audience a great service. So think about the conversations or the information that you can be providing in an online platform like social media freely and happily and sharing. That's a nice thing to do, right? It's a nice thing to do, but it's also in line with the values that drove you to be passionate about what you do. Sharing, helping people, being a decent human being, just all of those things that we all feel is what drives what we do, that we're passionate about doing, right? Now, if you want to charge your worth in your business and yet feel a little bit icky about that, a lot of my clients feel that. I have been through that in the past as well, feeling icky about charging for what we do. If you're giving away a lot of your time, a lot of your knowledge and experience and expertise by sharing some of your knowledge, experience and expertise online, you might actually feel more comfortable charging your worth for the bespoke stuff you do for your direct clients. So if you think about it, if you're a mental health professional or a hairdresser or a florist or a photographer or anyone running their own business, the stuff that you provide to your face-to-face clients or your direct clients, whether they're face-to-face or online or in a shop, that's kind of bespoke right? They're getting a special experience directly with you and your business compared to all the people in social media land who get the broader experience, like the big experience that everybody can access for free, right? Think about an author. An author might read chapters of their book online, or an author might do public readings at schools. They're still going to sell their book, but they're doing some free stuff because they love it. Think about a busker. Think about volunteers. Think about all sorts of people who do a lot of stuff for free and yet still have a business in an aligned area to the free thing that they're doing. There's no harm in sharing your knowledge freely and abundantly, but also balancing that with making sure that you're charging appropriately in your business, because you're not a charity. Unless you are one, and then that's a different conversation, right? But you are not a charity. So when you are entering into a business-to-business relationship or a business-to-client relationship, make sure you're charging your real value. Don't undersell yourself. Don't undervalue yourself. Don't undercharge. Trust in your audience of ideal clients finding you because you've been so free and generous with your knowledge and experience and expertise. You don't need to be cynical about it. You know, I'm here talking to you now, not really mindful of whether or not you may or may not wish to spend time with me in a professional capacity. I don't mind that you might be absorbing all of the information that I share. If that's helpful to you, then my job is done and I'm really happy. And I think that's probably the message for all of you, is be aware of how important it is to feel good about the end of the day when you've helped someone you may never hear from. You never know how many people you might have helped by sharing something on social media. So my mentoring clients know full well that I expect them to be active on social media. I expect them to at least dabble with live stream video or pre-recorded video to get their message out to their audience, to their community, to build an audience, to build a community, for lots and lots of reasons. Partly because it's a good thing to do, partly because it's good for business, partly because it's good for them as business owners to be able to reach an audience and feel comfortable communicating directly with them. It's not all about selling. It's about sharing those ideas, sharing information, hopefully changing somebody's day or somebody's life or somebody's business for the better. Where's the harm in that? So there you go. There's a balance to be struck between giving away for free and freely and abundantly. It is an abundance mindset issue here we're talking about. If you are scarcity and fear driven, you're going to be fearful that giving away knowledge for free means there will be less people willing to spend money on you and your business and your services. But if you actually are abundance driven, the more you give away for free, it's almost like breast milk. The more you give, the more you make. Sorry for such an analogy. In fact, I don't even know I'm sorry, but you know, it's a good one, right? A bit like love. The more you give, the more you get. So giving away your knowledge and your experience, that's going to build your audience. There's enough people in this world to mean that there's enough ideal clients out there for you. But how are they going to find you is the question in this big world where we're all accessible via the internet, via electronic communication. I'm speaking to people halfway across the world, if not the opposite side of the world, half of the time. How would they know I exist unless they could find me? How are they finding me? Well, in today's world, it's through social media. So get your message out to your audience. Let them know how to find you. Let them know that you exist. Let them know what your message is. And if your message resonates with them, they'll come knocking on your door. Whether that's a virtual door or the actual door, I don't know. So think about that for a minute. Think about the value you give to your community by sharing your knowledge and expertise freely. It always comes back. It always comes back. Have a great day.